Here's my hot take on this landing page from KARM. They've done some really excellent work here in a number of spots, and then there are a couple of areas that I would probably change to help improve it. This is really brilliant work. You put a face on it, somebody's looking directly at the camera, you're connecting with them because they're looking right at you, they look like they need some help. Really excellent work. Then some good high contrast fonts. One meal, just $2.56. That is really, really excellent. They've put a face on the problem, and they've given a finite number that will help. The next paragraph is almost spot on. I would not start with donations slow down in summer. Why is that? That is about KARM, not about the guy who needs help. And more importantly, it's not about the donor. The donor, if they're giving to something that's slowed down, says they're supporting a failure. Now, it's true that donations do slow down in summer for a number of reasons, but that should not be part of this. This is about KARM's need, not about the donor's need or the individual's need. But our homeless neighbors are struggling 24/7. A little bit of a disconnect, continue to struggle through the heat, yada, yada, yada. I want to point out that they used our homeless neighbors. This is excellent. They're talking about our, as in they belong with us. They're part of our community. And they call them neighbors, not transients, not victims, not suffering individuals. They're our neighbors. This is really solid work right here. The next line, over the next 3 months of the summer, they'll turn to us for more than 80,000 meals and 30,000 nights. Right here, you have lost me a little bit in terms of believability. You know how many meals you've done in the last 3 months and how many nights of shelter time. Make that a specific number. Say, in the last 3 months, we've provided 81,374 meals, or 7,000 breakfasts, 12,032 lunches, and 9,287 dinners. Those are believable numbers, not these round ones. Next paragraph. Rather than you can help today, I would do an imperative sentence, something like make a difference today, be part of the solution. For just $2.56 a meal, you can provide nourishing food for our guests who are hungry. You punch that up just a little bit, but this is so strong with this $2.56 a meal because anybody can do that, right? Plus critical community services. Again, I am tempted to put some numbers on this stuff. Anything with specific numbers is much more believable. And with this, you can help today. What really strikes me with that is that I want something to bring them into the community, to show that they're part of a community, to show it could be any one of us. You could do something here. So many people are one paycheck away from homelessness, or this could be the guy who works for you, or something to bring that into my community to make them part of me rather than me reaching out to somebody who's unrelated, who's not going to affect me in the least. Anything to make this more specific about this person in that picture being part of my community. That's what I would do right there. Now, going on down just a little bit, please remember our neighbors. I changed that to your neighbors this summer. Here is the big opportunity. Up above, we've talked about $2.56 for a meal, and now we're just talking generic numbers. I would say choose your gift. Give them the power of choice. 15 meals for whatever, or let's say 10 meals for $25.60. 4 hours of shower time for $28.32. An hour or an hour of classes and counseling for $72.38. I would make this very specific, because you've got this great thing going on up here with $2.56 a meal. Then these numbers are meaningless. They're just numbers. They're like your 80,000 and 30,000. Get specificity in this, because then I know exactly how I'm helping, exactly what I'm doing. Now, when you do this, you also put a little notice down at the bottom that says all funds go into the general fund, because you don't want directed donations. But make this very specific. So I know that I'm buying 5 people dinner or lunch or a haircut or classes or showers or whatever. Show me exactly what I'm doing. Multiply your impact monthly. Okay, yeah, random capitalization. I hate that. Good idea with this donation dedication. I am hoping that you store this in your database somewhere, so that when your email receipt goes out, it's something like you gave $25.60 in honor of your mother or whoever. This is fine too. All these good options. Yep. Yep. So that's what I would do on this one landing page. I hope that helps you put together your next one.